All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, coming to you live from Ravenscar, my backyard. Chirpy was just singing up a storm a second ago, but now he stopped. And as usual, we got the traffic noise. It's a little warmer today than it was yesterday. It's a very pleasant, It's a pleasant temperature. And the temperature is... Oh, that's Todd Mission. 61 degrees. Okay, not bad, not bad. Hey, good morning, Alan. Man, it sounds like the street racers are out this morning. Hey, Constant. How are you? Hey, S. Man, I don't know if you can hear the train whistle. The train whistle, and the traffic and all that's going on. Hey, Tina. You're back. Hey, Kimberlyn. Hey, April. Oh, it's raining in Austin. Lucky you. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Wolf. 28 degrees there. Ugh, in Maine. So, wait, Wolf, when are you actually moving into your little your house thing? Hey, Michelle. And also, what are you using to insulate it? Just a regular fiberglass type insulation, or what? Whoa, Jonathan, good morning from Nashville, Tennessee. What you doing over there, man? I've never been there, but I hear it's a neat town. Good morning, Tammy. April, yep, the hustle and bustle of commerce. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Everyone has to make their way. And regardless of what Chirpy says, no, I'm not giving you more peanuts. Those are my peanuts. It's not good to be dependent on me for your food. Whoa, Tina. Yes, I officially get to participate this morning calmly, peacefully, with my eggs and prunella ginger tea. So happy. That's awesome. Hey, Kiri. Oh, Jonathan, I'm here for a free turkey dinner in Nashville. That's a long way to go. I hope it's a good turkey. Let's see, 52 and damp in Grayson County. Ah, it looks like another tribe member's son is over there. Tina Marie is saying to Jonathan, hey, my son is over there. Moved about a month ago. He's loving Tennessee. Yeah, Chirpy loved the chili piquins. They're gone. And the goji berry, wolfberry, apparently that is stripped of berries too. Hey, Leslie. Good morning. How are you this fine day? Man, now I got jets flying overhead. Next thing you know, it'll be a helicopter. Hey, good morning, Doug. Good morning, Alicia. So I was thinking about the tribe and all this, and I was thinking, oh, it's so cool. And I was thinking way back to when I was a kid. Way back when I was a kid. Wow. So this would have been in the, let's say, the 80s, early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Mom is getting us ready for school. She's cooking pancakes. We're sitting around the table, me and my two brothers, kind of chilling. And on top of the refrigerator is a little black and white TV, maybe a 12 or 14-inch screen max. And we would watch The Great Space Coaster every morning while eating our pancakes. And on it there was Gary Gnu, who gave the news. And all I remember, the things I remember from The Great Space Coaster was Gary Gnu, the Gnu puppet that read the news, and the guy who played Jaws from the James Bond movies. He was on there occasionally too, playing like this big tough guy, which is pretty much his perfect role. And then it had the corporate approved 2 guys and 1 girl hosts, and there'd be like singing and things. And I think once they sang the bicycle song. Anyway, just reminiscing. Okay, jumping back to Wolf. Okay, so R13 fiberglass insulation. We drywalled and R15 in the ceiling. Total value are okay. Uncommon Bees, when they did their little home thing, they used a rock wool insulation, and he explained all the benefits of it, and I don't remember any of them. I think one of the biggest benefits, though, was just it doesn't make you itchy like, installing regular fiberglass does. Hate installing fiberglass. Okay. What type of soil do mulberries like? Slightly acidic, somewhat damp. So usually in lower areas, and then areas along rivers and ponds and things like that. So they do require a lot of water, so they want soil that has a lot of water. I'm a fawn. I'm a baby deer. Oops. Okay. Good morning, Bernice. Good morning, Charles. Bright orange. I like my noggin. So, yep. Got me, the bright orange watch cap. Got me the bright orange baseball cap, depending on the weather. Oh, Kimberlyn, off to do nursing stuff. Have a great day. Tribe loves you. And we love your fur babies, too. Oh, Jonathan. So, no, I wanted one of those so badly, but I never had one. Yeah, I mean, that was a time when, Star Wars was big, and, I'll probably get in trouble for saying the Dukes of Hazzard and the Incredible Hulk, but the $6 million man. I wanted the $6 million man lunchbox so badly. One of my friends had the $6 million man action figure with the bionic eye and the replaceable. Oh, I was so jealous. All right, so berberine found in Agarita and Oregon grape Mahonia. It is a powerful. I'm doing off the top of my head. It's a very powerful antibiotic. In really, really large doses, it can lead to some liver issues, if I remember correctly. But it's an old school sort of antibiotic, but it's still used a lot. It's very potent. Trying to think. Yellow in color, bitter taste. Small doses are fine. I use a agarita stick, peeled agarita stick, to get to the yellow wood as a swizzle stick in my bar, my liquor cabinet above the refrigerator, to use as a bittering agent in old fashions. Other than that, I recommend looking up on WebMD berberine. Start there. And if you have some very specific questions, I guess we can move forward on that. But yeah, off the top of my head, that's about all I remember right now. Kids Incorporated. That sounds vaguely familiar. I don't think I watch it much. I wasn't usually into. That sounds like one of the singing, dancing, younger kids. I always like the teenager type kids shows, where the kids were teenagers rather than my age. And in the forecast for Thanksgiving, wait for it, anticipation. Oh, cool. Yes, speaking of mulberries and wet feet preferred, my trees came yesterday. Chinkapins and Chickasaw plums and pawpaws. Oh, my. Ah, Dina, that is so awesome. Yoza. Whoa, Wolf, 6 inches of snow. Sounds like a good day to be snuggled up in a nice little house with some good books and some hot chocolate and warm boots to go out and play in the snow for a little bit, and then come back into a nice, something warming you up. Oh, cool. You have the Rambo lunchbox? That would have been badass. I gotta say, the first Rambo movie is really, really, really good. I watch it about every 2 or 3 years. Oh, the A-Team lunch bag. Yeah, that would have been a good one too. Captain Kangaroo and the New Zoo Review was my morning jam when I was really young. Yeah, that was what we watched. But the Great Space Coaster, excuse me, even into high school we were watching that. And yeah, I remember Mr. Captain Kangaroo and the New Zoo Review. Was that the big frog? What is it? Freddy the Frog, Henrietta the Hippo, and an owl. If it's who I'm thinking is, I dug Freddy. He was cool. Hey, good morning, Tracy. Oop. Okay, what's the best way to process hackberries? First, collecting them, lay a tarp or a blanket or something like that down under the tree, and then shake the branches and shake the tree in whatever method. Sometimes it's easiest to throw a rope up so you can get it up there high and shake, and then the fruit drops, and then you collect the fruit. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little tiny stem that usually comes with it. You got to pull that off just because it's a little hard. Pull the stem off, which is a little time consuming. Then mash it up and process it into fruit leather. So dehydrate it, mash it up, spread it over some parchment paper, put it in your dehydrator and dry it down into fruit leather, or make a jelly jam out of it. So, Kathleen, don't forget the Ninja Turtles. I'm kind of bummed because the Ninja Turtles came out when I was in college, and so you kind of had to watch it secretly. Otherwise, you were kind of a nerd. Yep. It's supposed to be raining, and then Friday it's supposed to be raining too. Oh, well. Hey, Sarah, good morning. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. How are you? Love you. The Great Space Coaster can't possibly still be on. Let's see, Mom and Dad, back again. Wet morning here, 32 degrees. Okay, stay safe. Are you going out for donuts later? Good morning, Mike. Okay, Kimberly, another one who loved the Kids Incorporated. Cool. Oh, yeah, I remember. You can't do that on TV. Is that the one where they dump the slime on the people? That was a pretty good one. We didn't have cable, but some friends did, and so every so often we see it there. Yep, Tracy, same here. I'm glad I'm living in the South. Might get really hot in the summer, but snow is rare. Okay, yeah, singing, dancing show for sure. Kids Incorporated. Lots of skits. Sunday before church. Usually Sunday before church, we were watching Laurel and Hardy. Punky Brewster, Webster, and Silver Spoons were my faves. Yep, I really disliked Punky Brewster. She annoyed that I don't think I ever saw more than 5 minutes of the entire Punky Brewster. Webster and Silver Spoons I would watch just because they were on. I mean, they were okay. They were funny for their time. But growing up, I watched more useless TV than I care to admit. Hey, good morning, Donald. Jonathan, we had the scary ass clown Bozo making kids throw balls into buckets on the boob tube during breakfast. Damn. Yep. Good morning, Donna. Mike, Captain Kangaroo with Mr. Green Jeans. Yep. The Facts of Life. Yep. Molly Ringwald's first claim to fame before she was let go. Good morning, Texas or New Mexico? I'm just assuming you are responding to someone else. I don't know what this question is. Okay, here's a good question. Doug asks, is Jerusalem artichoke beneficial? Okay, so Jerusalem artichokes are loaded with a starch, a very complex starch called inulin, not insulin, but inulin. And it had, when cooked, when treated like a potato, when baked or boiled and mashed, it has kind of the potato flavor, the sweet potato flavor, but your digestive tract cannot process the inulin, so you get the flavor of mashed potatoes, but you don't get the sugar spike that you would normally get if you were a type 2 diabetic eating a big pile of potatoes. So they're recommended for people with type 2 diabetes who want to enjoy their food, but there's a cost, because that inulin, while as your system really can't break it down, some of the gut bacteria in your stomach absolutely loves it and starts breaking it down. And often the result is methane and certain amines and some sulfides. And so the Jerusalem artichokes have a reputation for making people very gassy. So if you are the type that gets really gassy from beans, you may have a problem with Jerusalem artichokes. I recommend taking some Beano with it. That's a little tablet you take to help get rid of the gas when you eat beans. It also works for Jerusalem artichokes. But yeah, a good source of food, especially for diabetics. If you ferment them, if you lacto-ferment them, that helps break down the inulin into digestible starches. So lacto-fermented basically makes sauerkraut out of them, but out of discs. Oh, yes, the owl is cool to me. Okay, now I wake up to watch you. I haven't changed much. All right. Oops. But yeah, so I realized that I became a morning TV show. Oh, Sharon, good morning, Sharon, and thank you, tribe. Somehow the skunk did not hit any of the 3 dogs that were after it, so I didn't have to de-skunk them. I believe that was the answered prayer. Yeah, but whoever said freebies was a genius. One application made my house livable again. Woo! Better living through chemistry. Yeah, Febreze is good stuff. Hey, good morning, the Tates. Aha. Yep. And if you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, they have Groot as an ornament at Walmart. So you can hang a tree on your tree. There's something so American about that. Groot is cool. Oh, yeah, here we go. Speed Racer, Johnny Quest, the Ant and the Aardvark, Deputy Dog. I love the Ant and the Aardvark. They were part of the Pink Panther show, weren't they? But, of course, Johnny Quest and Speed Racer, totally cool. Hey, good morning, Shayla. I love Johnny Quest. Ah, yes, Rocky and Bullwinkle. If I remember correctly, they came on before The Great Space Coaster. I loved Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yep, Boris and Natasha were the spies. Yep, April, lacto-fermented Jerusalem artichokes. Start checking Whole Foods. If you want to get Jerusalem artichokes, now is the time when they start selling them at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and occasionally even at some of the bigger, fancier HEBs. Yeah, you can plant them. If you can find the tubers, you can plant the tubers. They also like somewhat moist soil, so keep that in mind. Okay, Pam, here's a great question. What is your top pick to help with lowering sugars? Any slimy food. So things like okra, cactus pads, spiderwort. Those are the main ones. But any of the foods with the mucilage in them, because what that mucilage does, it loves to grab onto sugar and hold the sugar and only slowly release the sugar. So if you include things like okra and cactus pads and cactus flowers in your diet, no, not peanuts. Peanuts aren't slimy. So yeah, the slimy foods, incorporate them with your diet to help bind the sugars. in a totally different mechanism, cinnamon. Cinnamon interferes with the body's ability to digest sugars, to absorb them through the intestinal wall. And so that also works. So if you are the type like my daughters who like, coffee milkshakes with sugar and cream and caramel and all this stuff in there, throw a dash of cinnamon too to help kind of slow down the transfer of the sugar. So cinnamon and slimy foods. Oh man, Wolf. Okay, we might have to have you on an episode of Merriweather's World for that. I can only imagine having some encounters with Russians in the oil industry. Oh boy. All right, Doug, have a good day. Oh man, geese dug up most, if not all, of my Jerusalem artichokes. Geese are just... Yep, spiderwort. Spiderwort is loaded with the mucilage. I think Chirpy is just kind of cranky. Never should have gave him peanuts. Okay. Constance, does the okra need to be prepared a certain way to help with the sugars? Not really. I would not dehydrate it, but even then, once it hits the stomach, it will slowly rehydrate and activate. But any form of, pickled, raw, fried, anything where while you're eating it, you gotta go slime, you're good to go. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Oh, interesting. Kimberly, I have to go. I have to finish editing a friend's rough draft. If you like weird books, check out Patrick Ruman. He's a great author. Hugs to all. Hugs back. Kimberly, tell Patrick to throw a post up on the small business thread. Terry, I worked in Omsk. Omsk, Russia on 2 different occasions. They are very interesting people, to say the least. Well, the only way to survive under communism is have a thriving black market. The only way to have a thriving black market is to be very clever. Have you read the article about studies linking antibiotics to childhood asthma and food allergies? I've come across something like that, but I have not delved into it deeply. I can believe there are things there. If I were shorter and the girlfriend were taller, we could do Boris and Natasha, and we even have Moose and Squirrel here. Moose. Mike, I was on a seismic boat with a full Russian crew off the coast of Brazil. There were 3 Ivans in the crew. All were good people, but the Russian cook boiled everything. So nothing had any flavor unless you doctored it with table seasonings. Then again, communism survival skills. Boiled wallpaper. Coffee. Wow, I'm caught up. I used to grow the Jerusalem artichokes in my yard, and they started taking over. And so it was like a 3-year battle to get rid of them because they really were taking over. And now I kind of miss them. And now that I've rearranged the yard some, I'm thinking maybe I could bring them back. I don't know. We'll see. Now, yeah, the wallpaper is held up with a flour paste. And so during times of starvation, like during World War II, the siege of Leningrad and so forth, people were peeling the wallpaper off the walls and boiling it for a soup. Wow. Boiled steak. I don't know what to say to that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so what the cinnamon does is it changes the release of certain enzymes that are used to help pass the sugar from the digestive tract into the blood. So they basically interfere with the sugar passing from the digestive tract into the blood, because the certain enzymatic pathways that unlock things for the sugar to pass through have been suppressed for a short time. So I often wonder, well, cinnamon tastes great, but like cinnamon sugar toast is actually probably, if you have that much sugar, you're probably still going to get sugar through. But the combination of sugar with cinnamon, I think the cinnamon is there to, people didn't realize that they felt better combining cinnamon with sugar, because it is slowing, or it won't completely stop the transfer of sugar from the digestive tract to the blood, but it interferes with the passage. And so it makes it a little harder for the sugar to get through and into the blood. Let's see. What is the effective amount of frequency of tonic water? Is there a specific episode in which you speak of it? My family is thinking of becoming a bit kooky with my doctoring. No. With tonic water, the issue is more if you get too much of the quinine, it can actually cause some liver damage. But before it starts causing liver damage, it triggers ringing in the ears. So basically, this is terrible medical advice. Don't do this. This is a joke. I'm joking here, people. I'm joking here. What the next thing I'm going to say is a joke. Drink gin and tonics until your ears ring, and then figure out how much tonic you had and dial back from that. But as far as a dose for a person, go to WebMD again. That's where I usually go for initial dose information, because they have a lot of talk about the even herbs, recommended doses, how many milligrams of this, how many milligrams of that. So just look up WebMD quinine and see what it says, and then you probably have to do some calculations to figure out how much quinine is in your tonic water. Hopefully you're adding zinc somehow too. The body needs its zinc. I'm thinking instead of cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving, I might give Turk's apple a sauce. Any thoughts? I'm thinking, I'm wondering what else you can add to increase the tartness, because that's one of the things about the cranberry, because it's not going to taste quite the same. But I would also put some orange peel in there. Yeah, I said give it a shot. Why not? Oh, cool. Good to hear, Sherry. I ordered some myrrh from Ricardo Shilly at Herbs. I'm going to put it in pretty glass containers for Christmas presents. Also found a beautiful beaded wood necklace for my daughter-in-law. His prices are great. Yeah, that's why he's going out of business. Well, he's not. He's struggling. He doesn't plan on going out of business. He's going to keep doing it until he dies. But yeah, he doesn't charge enough. Ooh, okay. April goes, I'm a fan of the art of Ivan Bilibin. He died in the siege of Leningrad at age 42, I think. Diseases from starvation. Bummer. I'll have to look him up. Oop. 750. Doesn't elderberry have zinc in it? Very little, I would say. In the case of zinc, right now, I would take a zinc supplement to be sure. Is there any concerns about ODing on zinc? I wouldn't overdose on zinc. I mean, I think there is a daily, a minimum daily allowance for zinc. I don't know what the maximum is. Most of the zinc supplements, if you follow the label, you'll get the right amount, plus a little more. I'm sure there is a level that zinc becomes toxic. I don't know what it is. Okay, it is 7:50. Time for the group take. Yay! Group take, group take. Starting with the liver pill. Getting really important here this time of year as we start to gorge ourselves. Yeah, oh, my turkey was still, it's starting to defrost some, but I ended up actually turning up the temperature in the refrigerator in hopes that it thaws out quickly. All right. There it is. The brain pill, memory, focus, clarity, attention. Oh, you need to go to Amazon and read the reviews for the brain pill and read a review that just went up yesterday. I for FDA reasons, I can't quote it to you, but check it out. It involves not being in a car crash, and thanks to the brain pill. Oh man, I love the smell. Mark, once saw a woman whose skin was blue from too much zinc. You're sure it was zinc and not colloidal silver? Because that's a common occurrence with, well, not common, but if you get too much colloidal silver, your skin turns blue. I haven't ever heard of it with zinc. Okay. And of course, right now, with a bad moon on the rise, the immune pill, support, maintain, prepare, fight. And libido, wah-wong, my sexy dance. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Mm-hmm. Okay, it was from zinc. Wow. Wild. I wonder how much zinc she was taking. And then I heard some cautions about zinc and dementia. Any thoughts? I'm not familiar with that link, so I have no thoughts on that. Okay, Tina, all right. Just want to say how very grateful I am to Mark and this tribe for being here. I love all the learning, sharing, and humor that everyone brings to the table. And I'm immensely thankful for the moral support this semester. We were there for you, Tina, and we were not surprised by how well you did because we know you're brilliant. But I hope everyone is safe, flavorful, and loving Thanksgiving. That is the plan. Hey, hi, Sarah. Womp womp, sexy dancer. Oh, yeah, my mom and dad. Yep. Very grateful to have our own farm-raised beef for Thanksgiving instead of turkey. You hate turkey. The only time, I have turkey twice a year. Thanksgiving and the Renaissance Festival. So, but yeah, for the most part, turkeys are hard to cook well. So, it's a thing. So the frying turkey works really well. To do it well, you got to do a lot of pre-injection and all this other stuff. I was looking at my smoker, and I had an epiphany. I had a brilliant idea yesterday. And can we bring it over here? So it turns out the smoker actually fits perfectly on the turkey fryer. So now I can use the turkey fryer to heat and smolder the wood to smoke the turkey. So pretty excited there. Like I said, I've never smoked a turkey. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it defrosts. I'm still a little worried about that. But yeah, there will be a Merryweather's World, and my plan is pretty much just to let the camera go and sit out here and smoke the turkey and drink some beer. Deborah, I ask everyone if they ever have silence. As I get older, voices from conversations have to get louder to get above the ringing for me to hear. Yep, same here. Between some ear genetics and oil field equipment and stuff like that, my hearing is shot. Usually on the TV, I have it set like at 42 to hear the volume. But now mainly we just do closed captioning on everything and call it good. Save you the neck. Then what would I make soup out of, Mark? But if you insist. Ooh, chicken sausage. That sounds good. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, cool, Pam. You smoke your turkey. Like I said, I've been wanting to. Okay, an hour per pound. So that's what's confusing me is as I was reading, and one place said 15 minutes per pound at 275. Another said a half hour, and you're saying an hour. When I did the pork butt thing Saturday, it took me a lot longer than I expected. So I think this is going to be one of those things where I'm just going to get up ungodly early and get this thing going and call it good. Ooh, Wolf. We're not doing our digital Thanksgiving this year. I'm doing King Ranch chicken fried Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes. That sounds really good. Love me Brussels sprouts. Okay, so an hour at 250. I'm gonna have to get up really early. That's okay. Yeah. If I get up at 5 and get it going then, that'll be doable. Try the Orion to cook your turkey. I have no idea what the Orion is, but. The carbs are in the house. It's a Butte Clark vacation. Traditional here. Just a lot fewer participants. Turkey, cornbread dressing, cranberry sweet potato, and apple pie. We are doing smoked turkey, venison sausage dressing, pumpkin pie, mashed potatoes, and then probably some peas with wild onions. Yeah, and that's something I was concerned about, Mark. I noticed the temperature fluctuation is actually pretty big with a breeze coming through. So I think you're right, Mark. I'm glad you told me this because I think I'm going to start the turkey a lot earlier than originally I was planning. Now those are the sort of uncles. All night with the turkey and had it ready by noon. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Ooh, Jonathan, I do brisket with post oak smoke, salt, and pepper at 190 degrees for 14 to 16 hours or until the brisket jiggles like Jello mold. Ooh, that sounds so good. Hey, bologna sandwiches. Gotta love bologna. With some American processed cheese food slices and some Miracle Whip on Wonder Bread. Crossed in America? Yes. But be safe on the drive. The weather can get cold there. So you're probably not wrong, Wolf, because if I'm sitting out here watching the bird, I'm probably going to have a beer, even if it's like 6 a.m. So we'll see. Oh, okay. It's 8 o'clock. I need to get going. All right, tribe. Love you all. Mom, Dad, love you. Hope you're still around. Mark, thank you for the tips on smoking the turkey. Like I said, I think I'm going to at least double or maybe even triple the amount of time I was planning on spending on that. Otherwise, everyone, I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Go forth and be awesome and, be nice to people. All right, tribe. Have a good one.